Good morning. This is Sri Prima with a quick update on the French Open and few other sports across the world. Let's quickly start from Sunday. The French Open, you had a huge upset in the women's bracket with Svitolina, who staged an amazing comeback, saving three match points to defeat the Rome champion, Italian Open champion, and fourth seed, and last year's runner-up Jasmine Paolini. At one point, it looked like Svitolina. She was down 4-6. She was down 3-5, 4-1 actually in the second set, but rallied to take it to the tiebreaker, won it at 8-6, and then went on to breeze in the third set, 6-1. So this was one of the players I predicted Paolini to move to the quarterfinals, but give credit to Svitolina for staging this amazing comeback for the ages. The other one where you had Swiatek, who was a four-time Grand Slam champion at Roland Garros. She was facing a very tough match against Rybakina, another Grand Slam champion herself. And in the first set, it looked all over for Iga. She lost 6-1, and even in the second set, she was up a break it was actually Rybakina was up a break 2-0, and she recovered to win it, pretty much winning six out of the seven next sets, games, and then winning the second set, and then the third set. It was a good battle in the third set between each of them. Great strokes. Got to watch some of the highlights because I couldn't watch the match live, but really showed the quality and earned her the 25th consecutive victory at Roland Garros. As far as the top seed, Sabalenka defeated Amanda Anisimova. She's now sets up a battle against Qinwen Zheng, who overcame another three-setter for her, Ludmila Samsonova. So she won the first set, lost it pretty badly, and then recovered back to win the third set at 6-3. So this is the Quinlan actually defeated Sabalenka recently, I believe, in the Italian Open. So this is a good rematch for both of them. So you have the one side of the quarterfinal set. So you got Sabalenka taking on Quinlan, and you got Svitolina taking on Iga. In fact, I had predicted the Svitolina Paolini matchup in my preview podcast, and then Ostapenko and Iga, but I think Rybakina beat Ostapenko. So in the men's draw, let's get to the American Tommy Paul and Francis Tiafoe, both of them winning in straight sets. Tommy Paul beating Alexei Popyrin. I mean, Alexei Popyrin is no pushover, and for Tommy Paul to establish that um, dominance on clay shows bodes well for him. And of course, we'll talk about who he gets next. And then as far as the other players, Tiafo, he advanced as well, beating Germany's Altmaier. Altmaier was the one, if you remember, defeated Taylor Fritz in the first round. So Big Foe and Tommy Paul, two Americans in, whereas the other American, Ben Shelton, played an amazing match on clay court for him. I mean, if the first set has gone his way, I don't know how this match would have turned out. But Alcaraz, the player he was playing against, was just playing too good. Won the first set in a tiebreaker 8-6. Shelton actually had at 5-3, and then at 5-3, I mean, he hits this screaming forehand, and then um, unfortunately couldn't complete that. Hit the ball into the net. His backhand hit the ball into the net, and then that's how Alcaraz won it. Alcaraz won the second set as well after getting an early break, but the third set, Shelton came back and won it and pushed Alcaraz to the edge, and Alcaraz was able to take the fourth set as well. So some of the standout performances, as we talked about, Svetlina, resiliency, saving match points, Iga, just a champion mentality. Musetti again won as well against another young talent, Holger Rune, to reach the Grand Slam quarterfinal for the first time. A very significant step in his career, and I didn't realize that. And then Alcaraz and Bell Shelton, that was probably one of the best matches of the day yesterday. So what do we have today? Today you have some of matches already over. So Pegula has just got on the court, and then Coco Gauff just won against Alexandrova 6-0, 7-5. So Coco is through to the quarterfinals, and who will she play? She will play, I believe, Madison Keys, the winner of two Americans, Madison Keys and Baptiste. And so basically, that'll be an All American quarterfinal guaranteed for sure. And the other one, you have Pegula playing right now, and then Andreeva just beat Casatina just a few minutes ago. So you got Andreeva, who was my pick for the quarterfinals, and Pegula as well. But let's see if Pegula can get through Boizon. As far as the men's are concerned, huge matches today. You have Zverev, number 3 seed, playing against Greek Sport, and then Nori playing against Djokovic. And Draper, who beat the Brazilian superstar, a young phenom, who was supposed to go to University of Virginia. There was a great article about him in Wall Street Journal, and decided to go pro. A huge following right now. He's only 18, 19 years old, but Draper has been playing as good as anybody can be. If you look at, because Sinner was out for a while, I think if you look at who's been playing the best this whole year, I would put it between Alcaraz and Draper. And then you got the Sinner Rublev matchup. So those are the critical matches in store we have today. As far as the other sports, quickly going on to the F1. So this is a very interesting race actually in Spain, and you had Oscar Piastri of McLaren and Lando Norris, McLaren, taking 43 points, and I think pretty much putting the Constructors' Championships out of the way for the other teams. And Leclerc got third place, Russell from Mercedes got fourth. Very interesting to see Hulkenberg finally get some points, 10 points for his team, and Hamilton finished sixth. The big thing everybody is going to be talking about, the Verstappen. I think there's very controversial incident that happened, but Leclerc seemed very unhappy with his finish, and involved, like, along with George Russell and Leclerc, both of them, right? Saw Max Verstappen lose out. I mean, he would have definitely been a podium finish, and in just a blunder. Um, I felt, I think it was an error on his part. He had the fresh hard types, which take longer to build up the grip. Coming out of the corner, it kept his car on the circuit. That error actually helped Leclerc pull aside, and then, but there was some brief contact. You could see that, and but anyway, there's a talk that Max could be suspended one race. So let's see what that happens. And that's where we are. And in the other one, where we have the IPL, you had the another match, the eliminator match between Mumbai and Punjab. Mumbai actually scored 203 for 6. Great performances that came out of Tilak Varma 44, Bairstow 38, and Surya Kumar Yadav 44, and Namandir, who scored 37 at quick fire, 37 of 18. But the Kings, I mean, they were at 72 for 3 when Josh Inglis got out. But then it was a one-man show with Shreyas Iyer with able support from Madeira, who basically took the Kings now to the final. So now you have two teams. So a team that has not won an IPL is guaranteed to win it right now. So you have RCB, which has been knocking on the door for many years, and you had Kings. Both of them will be a first-time champion. I know this was a longer one than before, but I think there are a lot of good sports that happened over the years. And then in one other NBA news, which we didn't cover, on Saturday, the Pacers are now moved on to the NBA final. So the NBA final is going to be between the Thunder and Pacers. Game one starts on Thursday, June 5th. So Thunder Pacers final, going to be a very interesting one. Thunder, who's you got Alexander, Pacers, you got Halliburton, so you got some star power there, but not what you know from a viewership standpoint. But these are two good teams, and I think it's going to be a fun series. Thanks again for listening. Have a good rest of the day.